All right, we are outside of a home in River Wild, which is a lovely neighborhood in Southwest Bend off the Cascade Lakes Highway on the way to Mount Bachelor, and the Deschutes River is just right there, kind of over that set of homes. And this is in an area of Bend close to Mount Bachelor Village, and it's one of those rare neighborhoods that where the 500-foot separation rule for short-term rentals or nightly rentals does not exist. So this home has multiple uses, and I would say these neighborhoods tend to have snowbirds, vacation rentals, multi-use type properties, and that way there's probably not a huge number of primary home owners staying in this neighborhood. But this one's been on the market for quite some time, and it's a little confusing to me because homes in these areas don't come up very often and typically don't last very long when they're on the market. So it's probably a price issue. We're around 1.15, I believe, now on this home, and gross rental revenue estimates for this home as a nightly rental are about $87,000 a year, and that's based on AirDNA data for similar size homes in terms of bedroom and bathroom count. Now, this home doesn't have, and this is really typical of homes in these type neighborhoods, but doesn't have like a designated fenced backyard as we saw as we walked around. But it certainly makes it low maintenance, easy lock and leave, and having large outdoor porch space, I think, can make up a good portion of that. So we just took a walk around the house, and I think it looks pretty well maintained. I don't think it's been a terribly long time since it's been painted. Didn't seem a lot of paint chipping or anything like that. But this home was built in 2005, and I do believe a lot of the surfaces are pretty original. Great thing, all this wraparound decking is composite decking, so some sort of Trex decking, and I would have to assume, yep, we've got cement board siding on this home. So just all materials that hold up really well in our diverse climate of extreme heat and extreme cold. So that's positive, but everything feels really solid out here. You know, these beams are definitely a little dated, but it's in line with what everybody else has going on out here. And I'm sure the architectural review committee for a property like this has some limitations around what you can do there. So right now, there are currently tenants in this home, but they've been so kind as to give us the opportunity to come tour. We've got this big sort of wood surround window that gives you a really nice view out onto the front porch. We do have central forced air heating and cooling throughout this home. We've got a couple different levels in this area as we come in, but some really nice light. It's a little bit before noon here today. In this main living area, big vaulted ceilings, just a nice floor to ceiling, sort of proud fireplace. This is a gas insert, but we've got these almost floor to ceiling windows all throughout the front of the house and the back of the house over here. We've got tile as we walked in, and the same sort of sandstone look tile around the fireplace. And then a little hidden area for the TV and some extra media storage. We've got solid wood floors, like a pine, extra storage, sort of, you know, all the original like almond colored decor light fixtures and outlets. But great windows. This is a nice, good size room for entertaining, and certainly good for this style rental. So got tile countertops, a good size island, gas range, nice big countertop space in the back, double basin porcelain sink, all original wood cabinetry. Microwave oven and refrigerator. So moving on to this level of the house, because there's definitely some below grade finish, and second story as well. We've got a primary type suite down here that has a good size walk-in pass-through closet and a good size bathroom. I mean, you're definitely starting with good bones, just original finishes. Dual vanity. I think that the seal on that window might be broken, so some glass could be replaced. Tile surround shower. But nice closet. And then, of course, the double doors that go out to that balcony that we saw outside. We've got washer and dryer on this level. And then a powder bath, and a good sized powder bath at that. All right, so heading up these stairs, I was just questioning the floors down there, whether they are vinyl or not. I think I need to look closer at that. Good size window here, up to a landing, and a few more bedrooms on this level here. We've got 2 twin beds, but a good size room, so a diverse use space. You could even probably cram more beds in here if you went bunk style. And a good size closet. Then nice tall ceilings even on this level. Got a full bath in here that very much just mimics the style and layout. A few more lights on in here. So all the originals, fiberglass surround tub, and then got kind of 2 deep closets in this bedroom that we just circled around to. But you can feel this home's like well insulated in terms of noise and temperature. Good sized bedrooms. And maybe one of the downsides is that you are kind of on this loop here, but again, just being such a quiet neighborhood, and it's not a neighborhood that people pass through to get anywhere. Like if you're coming into this neighborhood, it really is just to go to this neighborhood. So I just wanted to look at these floors a little bit closer because no, they're wood. They're wood. It's just kind of this is certainly wood, but this just starts to feel a little synthetic. So either it's a really good wood match or just the bull nose is wood. But okay, now I'm going to this below grade finish, which is also pretty common for Bend, just given that we have a diverse topography. And oftentimes things are kind of built downstairs, but this would make such a fun like game party room type area. But it's currently functioning as like, oh wow, okay, a whole nother bedroom area. So wild. So you can see parts of the foundation wall in here. It's a little scary that we've only got 2 light bulbs there, but I think There's some good potential here. Maybe this is not original and was just built out as part of the home, but it certainly adds quite a bit more square footage. This is a large square footage home. I think we're sitting about 3,500 square feet with this home. And then I imagine the garage. Let's see. Yep. So really not a lot of windows obviously down here, but you can see the foundation wall. And a little bit of vinyl flooring in here. And yeah, I think another vinyl flooring in here as well. So dark in here to be sure, with no windows except for out front here, but that's what gives that, you know, a right to be a bedroom and have egress. In your panel here. So we've got space, but we are original. So that is this home. We like it because it is in a very desirable neighborhood and location, one that offers renters access to the mountain in the winter. And we are, you know, if you're just driving 1 mile away from the river, if you're walking to the river, there are easy paths from this area to just walk straight onto the Deschutes River Trail. So that plus room for upside with added improvements, just a great home in terms of bones to begin with. The fact that it has rental history and will always have the value of being able to rent it is a huge asset and something that you can't buy. You can't buy that that written into your deed, just given that nightly rentals are a great part of the economy here in Central Oregon and potentially a great way to invest depending on your goals. Let us know if this one is interesting to you or if you have any more questions.